On Fox at 10, 3 horses dead in 2 weeks. Has a lot of upstate horse owners panicked.
Veterinarians telling us after seeing the wounds on one of those horses, there's no doubt somebody is stabbing them on purpose. The most recent attack happened 2 nights ago on Runyon Road in Spartanburg County. This is the 3rd attack since last week, all happening in about a 10-mile radius.
Matt Koufax has been following this story all week. He is in our studio right now to explain why some are saying it is time to worry.
Yeah, Cody, Tori, we've been following this since that very first attack, and the message tonight is different from the one we heard on Wednesday. Law enforcement still has no leads on who may be stabbing these animals. Now, one veterinarian I spoke to who didn't even want to go on camera for fear of exposing their own animals to retaliation says the tension is reaching a breaking point. A community blindsided, wondering when the next attack could be.
When I come out and it's dark now, I'm taking extra precautions. I mean, you don't think about a lot of things like that.
3 vile stabbings in 2 weeks, and law enforcement says the lack of evidence is making this job nearly impossible.
I've been doing this for 25 years. This is the first time we've had a situation or a case similar to this.
Jamie Nelson says anything is on the table at this point, but this 3rd attack does raise some major red flags.
Everything's on the books. Like I say, right now, we don't know who or what. So that's why we got to do our job.
Craig Howell says after finding his horse, Sarah, the first victim, he knew right away something wasn't normal.
I knew it wasn't animal related. Somebody spent a good deal of time out here. This didn't just happen in just a minute or two. Not the injuries, and it took some doing.
Turns out a local expert agrees. And I spoke with a veterinarian who worked one of those stabbings. They say they, quote, can't see a scenario where a natural hazard caused these kinds of injuries. The deep slashing wounds, they say, aren't consistent with self-harm. They say if the horse had hurt itself, done something like fallen or accidentally impaled itself, there would be more dirt, hair missing, or bruises. It would be a lot messier. These wounds, they were isolated.
So, Matt, here's another theory that's going around social media. People are saying this was an animal attack, which most of us do not believe that either. But what are you hearing as far as when people say, what if an animal caused these wounds?
Right. So, Cody, what I can tell you is the most common animals that are attacked or that attack horses are dogs and coyotes. They say when an attack like that happens, those wounds are messier, there's more tearing, and the big difference is they appear to be ripped wounds. There's a lot more blood and other things hanging around there. The wounds this vet saw, they tell me, were clean, concise slashes and punctures, executed with precision, deep enough to cause fatal damage, but to not kill the horse right away. The intent was to hurt it. They say the effects of these attacks are being felt as far up as Henderson and Polk counties, where owners fear this senseless violence could bleed across state lines. And guys, they're taking precautions in the form of cameras and even loaded weapons. Still a lot more to come on this, but Cody, Tori, for now, back to you.